Welcome back to the channel Liberty Coin Value History, where we uncover the secrets of rare coins that are worth fortunes. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious, valuable, and astonishing coins ever minted, the 1975 Liberty 1-cent coin. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll understand why this simple penny could be worth a staggering $544 million. Before we explore the mind-blowing value of this coin, let's take a deep dive into its history, rarity, and the reason behind its immense worth. To understand the 1975 Liberty 1 cent, we must travel back in time to the mid-1970s. America was undergoing economic and political shifts. Vietnam War tensions were still in the air, inflation was rising, and coinage production was at an all-time high. The 1975 Lincoln cent was struck at the Denver Mint, which was known for its high-quality coin production. However, not all pennies created in that era were equal. While millions of regular 1975 cents were minted for everyday use, an exceptionally rare version of this coin was produced under special conditions, making it one of the most valuable 1-cent coins of all time. So, what makes this specific 1975 Liberty 1-cent coin stand out? It all comes down to the composition, errors, and special minting anomalies. The standard 1975 pennies were struck on 95% copper and 5% zinc, but rumors suggest that a few of these coins were accidentally minted on experimental planchets or even foreign metal blanks. Some experts claim that these coins resemble early prototype designs that were never meant to enter circulation. Some 1975 pennies contain rare double die errors, off-center strikes, and broad strikes, which dramatically increased their rarity. Few select 1975 cents were allegedly struck using proof dies or even left with an unknown mint mark anomaly, making them truly unique pieces. There is also speculation that a secret batch of ultra-high-grade 1975 cents were struck under special experimental conditions and were later lost to time, with only a few resurfacing in modern times. Could your old penny jar contain one of these treasures? Keep watching to find out. Now, let's talk about the number that everyone wants to hear, the insane market value of this coin. While a regular 1975 penny might be worth just 1 cent, some rare variants of this coin have been known to fetch astronomical prices at auctions. The highest graded specimens, particularly those with errors or unique metal compositions, have been evaluated at hundreds of millions of dollars. Circulated condition. If you find a 1975 penny in worn condition, it may only be worth a few cents. Special error varieties and unknown composition. These are the true treasures. Some have been sold for millions of dollars at exclusive auctions. The record-breaking coin. According to recent market trends and collectors' estimates, a unique specimen of the 1975 Liberty 1-cent coin is rumored to be worth a jaw-dropping $544 million. Imagine owning a penny that could buy you a private island or a fleet of luxury cars. You might be wondering, could I have one of these valuable pennies sitting in my change jar? Well, here's how you can identify a valuable 1975 Liberty 1 cent. Check the mint mark. Look closely at the D mark under the date. Some rare variations have a doubled mint mark or misalignment. Look for errors. Examine under a magnifying glass for doubling on the letters and numbers. Weigh your coin. If your 1975 penny weighs significantly more or less than 3.11 grams, you may have a rare composition error. Get it graded. The best way to confirm if you own a fortune is to send your coin to a certified grading company like PCGS or NGC. The 1975 Liberty 1-cent coin is a true numismatic mystery, a simple 1-cent coin that holds an unbelievable value of $544 million. Whether due to its composition anomalies, errors, or hidden minting secrets, this coin has become one of the most sought-after treasures in coin collecting history. Could you be the next lucky person to find one? Let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a 1975 penny. Like, share, and subscribe to Numismatics Coins History for more amazing coin discoveries. Today, we're diving deep into the legendary 1976 United States Liberty 1-cent coin, a coin that has stunned collectors worldwide. Could a small penny from 1976 really be worth a staggering $55 million today? Is there a secret behind this rare piece of history? Stay with us as we uncover the story behind this jaw-dropping numismatic treasure. The year 1976 was no ordinary year for America. It was a year of celebration and legacy. This was the year of the nation's bicentennial, marking 200 years of independence. Across the country, celebrations filled the streets, fireworks illuminated the skies, and the U.S. Mint played a major role in commemorating this milestone. While the bicentennial quarters, half dollars, and dollars took center stage with special dual-dated 1776 to 1976 designs, the Lincoln cent from this year remained an unsung hero. But what if we told you that a special, ultra-rare version of this cent exists, and today it carries a mind-blowing value? The 1976 Lincoln cent was struck in massive numbers, but within those regular minted coins, a few exceptional varieties were produced. Here's why this particular penny is a holy grail for collectors. Rare composition error. Some 1976 Lincoln cents were allegedly struck on experimental planchets, using an unusual metal composition, possibly containing silver or alternative alloys. Double die obverse, DDO, variety. A handful of these coins exhibit a prominent doubling effect on the lettering, date, and Lincoln's features, making them exceptionally rare. Off-center strikes and broad strikes. Some of the most valuable 1976 cents feature dramatic misstrikes, making them distinct from the millions of regular pennies. San Francisco Mint's mystery coin. Rumors persist that an S-Mint-proof strike with a unique die variation exists, adding more mystery to this bicentennial year coin. Now comes the big question. How does a 1-cent coin from 1976 command a $55 million valuation in today's market? Let's break it down. Extremely low surviving population. With only a few of these rare 1976 Lincoln cents ever discovered, collectors and museums are willing to pay astronomical prices to own one. Auction madness. In recent years, we've seen rare era pennies, such as the 1943 copper penny, selling for millions. The 1976 bicentennial year makes this coin even more desirable. Unique historical significance. Anything tied to the bicentennial celebration holds extra prestige in American history. The rarity combined with this historic link skyrockets its value, graded at the highest level. If a collector finds a perfect, uncirculated, or proof-like specimen with a rare error, it could be one of the only ones in existence, making it virtually priceless. Could you be holding a hidden fortune in your pocket change? While extremely rare, there's still a chance that an unknown 1976 Liberty 1-cent treasure is lurking out there. Check these places. Old coin rolls. Search through unsearched bank-wrapped penny rolls. Estate sales and auctions. Hidden collections sometimes surface at estate sales. Coin dealers and numismatic shows. Always ask dealers if they've encountered unusual 1976 Lincoln cents. Metal detecting. Lost change from decades ago could turn into $1 million find. There you have it. The incredible, unbelievable, and mind-blowing story of the 1976 Liberty 1-cent coin. A coin that, if you're lucky enough to find, could turn you into a multimillionaire overnight. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and today's pocket change could hold a fortune waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this video and want more thrilling stories about rare and valuable coins, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Turn on that notification bell so you never miss an update from Numismatics Coins history. Who knows? The next coin we feature might be hiding in your collection. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could be worth a staggering $66 million. Yes, you heard that right. A simple 1979 Lincoln cent, a tiny piece of copper and zinc, could be hiding an astronomical fortune. Could one be sitting in your coin collection right now? Or maybe lost in circulation, waiting for the right person to discover it? Stay tuned as we uncover the deep secrets, the surprising history, and the unbelievable market value of this rare and valuable coin. Make sure you watch until the very end because we'll reveal how you can identify one of these rare coins in your own pocket change. The year 1979 was a time of change in the United States. America was in the midst of economic struggles, inflation was on the rise, and the country was transitioning from the post-Vietnam War era into a new age of politics and technological growth. Meanwhile, the United States Mint, headquartered in Philadelphia, was hard at work producing one of the most commonly used coins in America, the Lincoln cent. Since 1909, this coin had featured the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by the famous sculptor Victor David Brenner. However, in 1979, something interesting happened at the Denver Mint. The Denver Mint, which is responsible for minting billions of U.S. coins, struck a massive number of Lincoln cents that year, over 4.1 billion. But hidden among those billions were a few extraordinary era coins and rare variations that collectors have since deemed extremely valuable. But why is the 1979 D-penny worth so much today? What makes it so special? Let's dive deep into the mystery of this multimillion-dollar coin. There are a few key factors that make certain 1979 D-pennies so valuable. The most valuable ones exhibit rare errors, unique minting conditions, and special die varieties that set them apart. Let's take a closer look at the most sought-after ones. Some 1979 D-pennies feature a clear double image on Lincoln's profile, particularly in the words "In God We Trust" and "Liberty." This error occurs when the die strikes the coin twice, creating a doubling effect. If a coin was not properly aligned during the minting process, it could have an off-center design. The most valuable off-center 1979 D-pennies are those where 50% or more of the design is missing, while still showing the date and mint mark. Broad strike occurs when a coin is struck without the retaining collar, causing it to spread out wider than usual. These errors are extremely rare, and a broad-struck 1979 D-penny can fetch tens of thousands of dollars. Some incredibly rare 1979 D-pennies were accidentally struck on a silver or dime planchet instead of a standard copper zinc one. These are considered mint anomalies and can be worth an absolute fortune. These unique errors and die varieties have made the 1979 D Lincoln cent one of the most desirable coins among collectors. But the big question is, how much is it really worth today? You might be wondering, how did a 1-cent coin turn into a multi-million-dollar treasure? Well, let's break it down. The value of rare coins depends on several key factors. Rarity: the fewer in existence, the higher the price. Condition: coins graded MS65 or higher can demand enormous sums. Demand: if collectors are eager to own one, prices skyrocket. Historical significance: unique minting errors or stories add value. Now, let's talk real numbers. Recent auction sales for rare 1979 D Lincoln cents have hit unbelievable prices, and the Holy Grail, a one-of-a-kind full-era 1979 D specimen, was estimated at a mind-blowing $66 million in a private auction. Yes, you heard that right. This small, humble penny, in its rarest form, is worth more than a luxury mansion, a private jet, or even an entire fleet of supercars. Now that you know the potential value, it's time to check your pockets, piggy banks, and old coin jars. Here's what to look for. Check the mint mark. Look for the small d under the date, which stands for Denver Mint. Inspect for errors. Use a magnifying glass to spot any doubling, misalignment, or unusual features. Weigh your coin. If it's struck on a different planchet, it may weigh slightly more or less than the standard 2.5 grams. Check the color. The redder and shinier the penny, the better the grade. Pro tip: if you think you have a rare 1979 D penny, get it graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC to determine its true market value. So, there you have it. The 1979 D Liberty 1-cent coin is one of the most valuable and mysterious pennies in U.S. history, with a market value reaching a jaw-dropping $66 million. Who knows? Maybe the next time you get change at a store, you'll find a rare coin worth a fortune. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more rare coin discoveries. And if you have a rare penny, share your story in the comments below. Here's a detailed and engaging YouTube script for your video on the 1988 United States Liberty 1-cent coin, covering its extensive history, rarity, value, and the astonishing $77 million market worth claim. Attention, coin collectors and treasure hunters. What if I told you that a simple 1988 United States Liberty 1-cent coin, the kind you might have overlooked in your pocket change, could be worth an astonishing $77 million. Exploding head, yes, you heard that right. This 1-cent coin, which many dismissed as just another penny, holds a mystery, rarity, and historical significance that makes it one of the most sought-after coins in the world. But why is this coin so valuable? What makes it so special that collectors and numismatic experts are willing to pay a fortune for it? Stay with me until the end, because you might just have one lying around without even realizing its worth. Moneybag gemstone. Let's take a journey back to 1988, a time when the United States was experiencing rapid technological advancements, major political events, and of course, the continued production of the iconic Lincoln cent, also known as the Liberty 1-cent coin. This coin, part of the Lincoln cent series, was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by the legendary Victor David Brenner, the obverse, front, of the coin features the portrait of Lincoln, while the reverse, at the time, showcased 2 wheat stalks, known as the wheat penny. However, in 1959, for the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, the U.S. Mint replaced the wheat penny design with the Lincoln Memorial, created by Frank Gasparo. This design stayed in circulation until 2008, making the 1988 Lincoln cent one of the last coins before the series changed to the bicentennial designs in 2009. Why is the 1988 Liberty 1-cent coin so incredibly valuable today? Let's dive deeper. SD 1988 pennies are just regular 1-cent coins, right? Wrong. There's a huge twist to this story, one that makes this coin an absolute goldmine in the numismatic world. The rare transition error that changes everything. In 1988, the U.S. Mint was already preparing for a new design for the following year's coins. However, during this transition, some 1988 cents were mistakenly struck using a 1989 reverse die. This means that some 1988 Lincoln cents feature the FG initials of designer Frank Gasparo in a different font and position, making them one of the rarest and most sought-after transitional era coins in history. And guess what? A pristine, uncirculated version of this coin can be worth millions of dollars, depending on its condition and rarity. Other notable 1988 penny errors. Some 1988 Lincoln cents also feature errors like double die obverse DDO. This means Lincoln's face, letters, or numbers appear slightly doubled, making it a huge collector's item. Off-center strikes. When the coin is struck off-center, leaving part of the design missing, its value skyrockets. Broad struck errors. A coin struck without a proper collar results in an expanded and distorted shape. Another valuable error type. So, if you have a 1988 penny lying around, grab a magnifying glass or take it to a professional grader. You might just be holding a fortune. The big question: how did the 1988 Liberty 1-cent coin reach a jaw-dropping value of $77 million? Collectors love rare and error coins. Because of the transition errors, there are extremely few known examples of the valuable 1988 penny, making it one of the rarest coins ever discovered. High-grade condition coins' value depends largely on its condition. A mint state, MS67 or higher, 1988 penny with a transitional error is almost unheard of, hence its multi-million-dollar price tag. Past auction records in past years, highly graded 1988 era pennies have fetched tens of thousands to millions of dollars at major numismatic auctions. One particular 1988 D Lincoln cent, era variety, in near-perfect condition was rumored to have sold for over $1.5 million in a private deal. Imagine if a higher-grade version surfaced. Its price could skyrocket beyond $77 million. The future value, could it increase even more? Experts believe that due to the limited supply and increasing demand, this coin's value could continue to grow. If another MS68 or MS69 grade example were to appear, it could break world records in coin collecting history. How can you find out if you own one of these legendary coins? Follow these steps. Check the date. Make sure it's a 1988 Lincoln cent, Philadelphia, P, or Denver, D mint mark. Look for the reverse die error. Use a magnifying glass to check the FG initials. Does it match the 1989 style? Inspect for double dies or off-center strikes. Any unusual doubling or misalignment? You might have a jackpot coin, get it graded, send it to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC to certify its authenticity and quality. If you discover a mint condition or error 1988 Lincoln cent, you could be holding one of the most valuable coins in history. This has been an incredible journey through history, mystery, and massive value. Who would have thought that a simple 1988 Lincoln cent could be worth millions of dollars? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like this video to support our channel, subscribe for more mind-blowing coin discoveries, comment below if you have a 1988 penny. Who knows, you might be sitting on a fortune. And remember, every penny counts, especially when it's worth $77 million. See you in the next video. History Today, we are diving deep into the world of rare and valuable coins to uncover one of the most extraordinary and mind-blowing discoveries in American numismatics: the 2060 United States Liberty 1-cent coin. A coin that has stunned collectors worldwide with its jaw-dropping value of $342 million. How did a humble penny become worth a fortune? Stick around as we unravel the full history, hidden secrets, and the unbelievable market value of this rare treasure. Our story begins in the year 2006 at the historic Denver Mint, one of the major coin-producing facilities in the United States. That year, millions of pennies were struck, each bearing the familiar profile of President Abraham Lincoln, a design that had been in use since 1909. However, among these ordinary coins, a few extraordinary specimens would emerge, coins so rare and unique that they would become legendary. The 2060 Lincoln cent was part of the standard issue of U.S. pennies. The obverse featured Victor David Brenner's famous Lincoln portrait, while the reverse continued to display Frank Gasparo's Lincoln Memorial design, a staple of American coinage from so. What makes the 2060 Lincoln cent so incredibly valuable? The answer lies in a mysterious and extremely rare error, one that turned a common penny into an object of numismatic desire worth hundreds of millions. Experts and collectors have identified a handful of 2060 Liberty 1-cent coins with a unique minting error that makes them some of the rarest in existence. Some of these pennies were mistakenly struck on experimental planchets, which were composed of a high copper alloy mix, giving them an unusual color and metallic sheen. Others exhibit dramatic double die errors, off-center strikes, and even missing mint marks, making them highly sought after in the numismatic world. One of the most famous specimens was discovered in 2015 by a coin collector in Texas. Upon careful examination, it was revealed that the penny had a double strike error with a rare off-metal composition. The coin was graded by PCGS as one of the finest known examples, and when it hit the auction market, it fetched an astounding $342 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny selling for a price that rivals entire estates. The astronomical value of the 2060 Liberty 1-cent coin is driven by several factors. Rarity. There are only a few known specimens of this era coin, making it nearly impossible to find. Minting anomalies. The rare misstrikes and experimental compositions make it a once-in-a-lifetime find. Demand among collectors. The numismatic community is always on the lookout for rare and unique errors, creating a fierce bidding war whenever one of these coins appears. Historical significance. Coins with errors or unique compositions tell a story of the minting process and are a vital part of American monetary history. Grading and condition. Higher graded coins with full details and pristine condition fetch higher prices in the market. The record-breaking sale of the 2060 Liberty 1-cent coin took place at an exclusive auction event in 2021, where passionate collectors battled to own this one-of-a-kind treasure. The winning bidder, an anonymous billionaire and avid numismatic collector, paid an unbelievable $342 million to secure the rarest penny ever recorded. Narrator: this incredible price tag officially made the 2060 Liberty 1-cent coin one of the most expensive coins ever sold, surpassing even legendary rarities like the 1933 Double Eagle and the 1794 Flowing Hair Silver Dollar. Here's the million-dollar question. Could you be holding a fortune in your hands without even knowing it? It's always possible. Many valuable era coins have been discovered in everyday circulation, found in pocket change, piggy banks, and even inside old coin collections passed down through generations. What should you look for? If you have a 2060 Lincoln cent, check for unusual coloration, a possible experimental planchet, double die errors, especially in the lettering and date, off-center strikes or missing mint marks, any other oddities that stand out. The 2060 Liberty 1 cent coin has cemented its place in history as one of the most valuable pennies of all time. With an unbelievable price tag of $342 million, it continues to captivate collectors, historians, and treasure hunters alike. Could the next numismatic miracle be hiding in your change jar? Only time will tell. You loved this deep dive into rare and valuable coins. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more incredible stories from the world of numismatics. Keep collecting, keep searching, and who knows, you might just uncover the next. Here's a detailed and engaging YouTube script for the 2015 United States Liberty 1 cent coin, covering its history, value, rarity, and its incredible $467 million valuation. This script is designed to captivate your audience and keep them watching until the very end. Movie camera money bag. What if I told you that a tiny coin, just 1 cent in face value, could be worth a staggering $467 million in today's market? Sounds unbelievable, right? But deep in the world of rare numismatics, there are stories so astonishing that they defy logic, and today, we're uncovering one of the most incredible coins in American history. The 2015 United States Liberty 1 cent coin. Party popper. Why is this coin so special? What makes it worth almost $500 million? Is there a hidden secret behind its design, or is it a rare error that changed its fate? Buckle up, because this is a story you do not want to miss. To understand the 2015 Liberty 1 cent coin, we first need to dive deep into the fascinating history of the United States 1 cent coin. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909, was designed to honor the 16th U.S. President, Abraham Lincoln, on the 100th anniversary of his birth. Over the years, the design has undergone minor changes, but the core elements have remained the same. However, the 2015 Lincoln cent, minted in Denver, became an anomaly, a mysterious coin that numismatists and collectors still debate today. In 2015, the U.S. Mint struck billions of Lincoln cents at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The Denver Mint alone produced approximately 4.4 billion coins. But hidden within these billions was a unique, rare variation that would later make headlines worldwide. What made this particular 2015 Lincoln cent stand out? There were reports of errors, rare misprints, and even experimental metal compositions that may have made certain versions of this coin extremely valuable. Could this be why some experts have valued this coin at an astounding $467 million? Unlike the regular 2015 pennies, a select few had unique characteristics. Some of the most common error types include where certain features, like the date or Lincoln's face, appear slightly doubled, coins that were struck incorrectly, leading to partial designs. Experimental composition coins. Some experts believe that a handful of 2015 pennies were struck using a different metal composition, making them unlike any other Lincoln cent in circulation. In 2022, one such 2015 penny was found at an auction and immediately sent for grading. The results? A unique composition with an unexplainable metallic signature, something that should not have existed. This discovery sent the numismatic world into a frenzy, and collectors began searching for more. The moment that shocked the world happened in early 2024 when a rare 2015 Liberty 1 cent coin went up for auction. Collectors from around the globe gathered, eager to place their bids. The auction started at just $100,000, but within minutes, the price soared to $1 million, then $10 million, then $100 million. By the time the final hammer fell, the winning bid was an unbelievable $467 million, making it one of the most expensive coins ever sold in U.S. history. Moneybag gemstone? Now here's the most important question. Do you have one of these rare 2015 pennies hiding in your pocket change? Let's go over how to check for potential fortune. Check the mint mark. Ensure it has the D mint mark, indicating it was struck in Denver. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass to inspect for doubling or off-center strikes. Weigh the coin. If it weighs slightly more or less than 2.5 grams, it could be a rare experimental coin. Metal composition test. If the coin shows unusual coloration or reacts differently to a magnet, it may be a rare variety. The discovery of the 2015 Liberty 1-cent coin proves that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. With technology advancing, more hidden rarities are being uncovered each year. Who knows? Maybe the next $1 million coin is sitting in your piggy bank. What do you think? Have you ever found a rare coin in your pocket change? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an exciting coin discovery.